Welcome back. Coming up on 7:23, and if clutter is cramming your drawers and cabinets and closets, now is a good time to get at it and clear away some of the stress that clutter can bring. Now, here to help us get started on that, Lisa Lilis, our organization expert. We're talking about a little bit of spring cleaning or pre-spring cleaning. It's still winter, right? But you need to get rid of the clutter, so how are we going to get started?
And I'm really talking about sort of what I call the guts of your home.
Okay.
Inside those cabinets and closets and drawers and that kind of thing.
They can
this
get
is
messy.
a good time to do it before you want to be outside in the real spring weather.
Right,
So,
that's a good point. Yeah, because the last thing you want to do when the weather finally gets warm is to be crammed inside going through everything. Right, so what can you do? Well,
I mean, first of all, people have trouble letting go of a lot of clutter. So I think what you really have to ask yourself with every item is just these three basic questions. Do I still love it? Do I use it? And do I need it? And sometimes you have to revisit things because you might be saving on to something, I don't know, an old ratty sweatshirt that you had in college or something, but do you really still love it? So sometimes you have to revisit those questions.
Nostalgia can play a big part here.
If you answer yes to any one of those questions, you've got to toss it. So you got to move on from there. And also, you know, as far as deciding where things go, everything in your house should have a home. And how you decide that is frequency of use, like items together, and definition of purpose. So, I mean, obviously, you know, whatever the purpose is, if it's baking, you want your baking supplies, you know, put like items together. Frequency of use, if you're using it, if you're using something a lot, then it should be center stage, eye level, and in a room that you use frequently. If it's just that one, you know, holiday punch bowl that you only use once a year at the holidays, get it out into the garage. Don't take up kitchen space, you know, that kind of thing. When you're cleaning out something like a drawer, best thing to do is to actually take the drawer out of its tracks, dump the whole thing out. I use, you know, two shoe boxes and a bag system, you know, where you either, you know, relocate things, you know, back wherever they belong,
back in the drawer,
or relocate to where they belong in the house. Because you know, if your son's purple dinosaur is sitting in the kitchen utensil drawer, it doesn't belong there. And also recycle things back into the drawer again by like items together, and have a theme for the drawer of what it's going to be used for, and then of course discard. You want to have like a a bag that you can't see through that you can just toss after that. But so, you know,
I'm sorry.
Closets are, you know,
what is going on
same thing
here?
to empty it out. Well, I mean, basically, just get in the habit of getting shelf baskets. You know, instead of putting things randomly on a shelf, even your entertainment center, labeled bins or baskets, square and rectangular, always work best because they, you know, they can go into corners, so you're not wasting space with round or oval basketry, that kind of thing.
Do you feel like people's children do a better job of staying organized or helping with the organization when you have things like this?
Absolutely, when things are labeled, you know, and don't just throw all DVDs into it or whatever it is, CDs or anything, but actually, you know, do them by theme, you know, so that you can put like items together again, so it's easier for kids or mom or whoever is looking for a particular item. And that goes for everything, even in the pantry, using labeled bins, you know, a quick drop for loose items, you know, whether it's hot chocolate or that kind of thing.
Spices, those kind of things.
Yeah, and you can throw it in. So always use basketry.
Great.
And for closets, empty everything out as well. Put the piles, the discard, the donate, and the to get rid of pile as well.
Along with this lovely theme. All right, well, if you need more information on this, you can go to our website, WTNH.com, and of course, click on Good Morning Connecticut to get more information. Thank you very much, Lisa Lilis.